What's up, YouTube? This your girl Mwink back up on here once again. Know y'all haven't seen me in a minute, but I'm back. And today's topic is about carpal tunnel, which most Americans, a lot of people, they suffer from carpal tunnel, which is when you have pain in your hand and your wrist. It comes from using your hands a lot, as far as, texting, being on the computer, anything, working on a job or anything. And one of the signs and symptoms of carpal tunnel is, like I said, pain in your hand. And when I first found out that I had it, was I would wake up in the middle of the night and my hand be looking like this. It'd be like, real numb, and I have to, shake it out or whatever until it get back to regular. So I was looking through some carpal tunnel videos, and I ran across some carpal tunnel exercises, and I'm like, oh, I do the same thing. I was already doing that without a doctor even having to tell me to do it. So here's some of my remedies of how to help ease carpal tunnel. Now, one of the exercises that I do is you take your hand, you put pressure on your fingers right here, and you just bend it back, and you can feel it stretching all up in here. And just stretch it and hold it for a couple of seconds. Then you do your other hand like that. You probably can't see too well, but do your other hand like that. Then I take my fingers and I stretch them, and you can just feel it stretching. You take each finger and just stretch it. Another exercise is you can move your wrist like this. That helps out a lot, especially if you're like on a laptop a lot or a computer. What I do is since I have a laptop, I just take a towel and I roll it up, and I just sit it on my lap, and that way I can just rest my wrist on it, and that helps out a lot. And also, I don't do a lot of texting, but I do like to send like picture text, daily inspiration, stuff like that to make people day. And I do be on the internet on my phone a lot. So, I do have like slight carpal tunnel. It's not real bad, but some people have it so bad to where they drop things and stuff like that. But mine's is just my hands be hurting bad sometimes. Well, they always like hurting. And, but my hands be hurting a lot. So, like I was saying, what I do, another thing that I do is when it's hurting real bad, is I'll soak my hands in some Epsom salt water, and I'll take a little basin like this, like a hospital basin, something that's deep enough to soak your hands in. Some Epsom salt. And you just fill it with water. You don't have to fill it all the way, but fill it up to maybe 5 inches from the top with hot water, hot as you can stand it, and let it sit for like 2 minutes or so until not when it's warm, but it's hot enough for you to stand it. And you put your both hands in there, and you soak them. And as you're soaking them, you want to bend your hands, and you want to massage them. Another massage is, I press my fingers up against my palm like this. That's another good massage. Ooh, that feels so good right now while I'm doing it. And you just stretch all your fingers and stuff while your hands is soaking in the water, and that'll help. And I like to do that at nighttime because that really helps. It relaxes the muscles and stuff, and that way you're not using your hands right after you soak them. And I don't towel dry them, I just let them air dry. So that's my remedy for carpal tunnel relief. Because in today's world, everybody's texting and on the internet, and these kids, they just texting away, and they don't know they messing up their hands for the future. So just try to ease up, because carpal tunnel is no joke. There's people out here that can't even use their hands at all. I mean, it's just bad out here. It's bad with the carpal tunnel. So, that's just my remedy. trying to help with it. So that's about it. And then another thing you can do, you know, something quick, you can just get you some alcohol and rub your hands down. And like I said, while you're rubbing it down, you make sure you stretch, you know, stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, you know, make sure you're stretching them as you're applying the alcohol and as you're soaking them in the Epsom salt. That'll help get into the muscles real good. So this is your girl Mwink. Just came to say hello and give my take and tip on carpal tunnel relief and my exercises that I do, which I've seen other people do, and I'm like, oh, well, I was doing that anyway on my own, you know, to help with the relief. So that's about it, people. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you for your time, and you can share this video, give it thumbs up, because I'm sure it's great advice. Don't thumb me down, because this is some good advice. Thank you all.